Hello everybody, I walked through a simulate hack on a training machine called Kyopris Level 1 to illustrate how attackers exploit all the systems. This is for education purposes only, highlighting common attacks vectors sent in recent incidents. In our previous lab, the IP address for Kyopris Level 1 is 912.168.56.102. In step 1, in Kali Linux terminal, I start to use the command etma-b dash capital A 192.168.56.102. This command found all open ports and which could be exploited. So we can see the port 139 is open. So I use the port 139 for a technical demonstration. Step 2. I use Metasploit. Metasploit is the open source Metasploit framework, a tool used to develop and execute exploit code on remote systems. In terminal, type the command msf console. We can see the framework is run. Step 3. In msf console, I use the module smb underscore version to confirm which version of Samba is running. Type the command use auxiliary slash scanner slash smb slash smb underscore version. Step 4. I continue with the next command. Set rhost 192.168.56.102. So we can see is set my IP address for Kyoptris, and the second command is run. We can see the Samba version is in here, unit Samba 2.2.1a. Step 5. With the Samba version, I shared and found a buffer overflow exploit for Samba. Step 6. Using another terminal, I'm going to use the B test editor to create and edit the following C-coded file. So I type the b10.c. When the editor is open, I copy and paste the code from exploit database, the before step, and the second and save with the command. I print the and save. Step 7. After saving, I compile the code with gcc 10.c -o10. If it doesn't generate any errors, I can run the file with the command. So the second type is ./10. We can see several options, but for this demonstration, I'm only going to use brute force. The next command is number 3, run the exploit with ./10. dash B. B is the brute force or platform. Number zero is I use Linux, and my IP address is 192.168.56.102. Immediately obtains a root shell. Step A, I create a new user with root privileges. So type this first command dash usr dash sbin dash user add dash o number zero dash g and my last name. This is my username, Romero. The second step is type the new password and retype the new password. And the last is verify access by logging in with the new user. So in Kioprix level 1, I type my Kioprix login, my username, Romero, and my password. Okay, so mitigation strategy for legacy system. Since you cannot upgrade or replace the system, focus on defense in-depth controls to limit the attack surface. Number one, network segmentation. Isolate the legacy system in a tightly controlled network segment, blocking all unnecessary inbound and outbound traffic. 2. Host-based hardening. Enforce the principle of least privilege by removing unnecessary service, applying strict file directory permissions, and using tools like sudo UDSOLICE. 3. Compensating controls. Implement an intrusion detection system to monitor for exploit signatures and anomalous behavior. Use application allow listen to prevent the execution of unauthorized binaries. 4. Provide monitoring. Aggressively monitor logs for file logging attempts, privilege escalation attempts, and change to critical user accounts for files. Taxonomy of common attacks. So I did the table and classification for attack family, definition, summary, and categorization. The first attack, I use the buffer overflow. I use in this demonstration. Definition, an anomaly where a program writes data beyond the boundary of a buffer. The categorization is memory corruption or technical. The second is privilege escalation, the act of gaining elevated access to resources normally protected from an application of user. Summary can be horizontal, gaining access to another user, or vertical, gaining root or admin rights. Categorization, access control, or post-exploitation. The next attack is the rootkits. Definition, a collection of software designed to provide continuous privileged access to a computer. They are designed to be hidden from the operating system and security software to maintain long-term persistence. Categorization for this attack is persistent stealth malware. Trojans, malicious software disguised as legitimate software. Summary, users are tricked into scouting the program, with the perform harmful action in the background. Categorization, malware, or social engineering. The next common attack is backdoors, a method of bypassing normal authentication in a crypto system or algorithm. Summary allows attackers to regain entry to a system via following standard security protocols. Categorization, persistence, access breach. Viruses: malicious code that replace by inserting copies of itself into other computer programs. And Summary primarily focus on predicting across systems and damning data of performance. Categorization: self-replicating malware. The next common attack is the return-oriented programming, or ROP, an advanced exploit technique that uses existing machine code snippets or gadgets to execute a variety of commands, used to bypass security features like non-executable memory by chaining legitimate code sequence. Categorization: advanced exploit, binary attack. And the last common attack, social engineering, the psychological manipulation of people into performing action or divulging confidential information. Summary attacks include phishing, baiting, and pretesting, focusing on the human element of security. Categorization is psychological, and human factor. So this is my presentation. Thank you so much.